The Springboks will open their Rugby World Cup campaign. The defending champs hoping to get the tournament off to a winning start. But there have been warnings that Scotland could give them a run for their money. The SABC News sports reporter Tando Mxoli is in Randburg monitoring the build-up. Tando, good afternoon. If you can hear me, perhaps as we edge closer to the build-up, what's the gees like on your end?
Good afternoon to you, Lisa, and good afternoon to your viewers. Look, it's building up nicely here. The crowd is gathering nicely in this fan park in Randburg, 86 on public, it's called. But like I said, back in 2018, a lot of brand words were used, new dawns. There were new dawns that delivered and some new dawns that didn't deliver. This is a team that actually went on to deliver very well under the leadership of Rassie Erasmus and Siya Kolisi. The team took on a mammoth task. Within 2 years, they managed to turn themselves from whipping boys to world champions. 6 years later now, this team is back in France to defend that very same title. They're playing against a very good Scotland side, a Scotland side that has been ever improving. It's one of the dark horses in this tournament. But like I said, as we go out throughout the evening, we'll be giving you lots and lots of details about the teams and about the tactics and everything like that. But for now, we're going to start with a couple of fans just to give you an idea of how many people are here. Let's start with the ladies, for example. Molwen, Ninjan. Right. Talk to us about the Springboks. You have not wasted your time. You've actually come here to spend some time watching rugby when you could be at home, Nippy's the 7 colours.
Yes, we're trying to be patriotic. I mean, as patriotic as we can be. Yeah, we're defending champions, so might as well come through and show our support.
Abanya must have camera shy, but anyway, it's fine. We're going to take a walk around the venue. There are lots of guys who are sitting here, who are local patrons. They come here every weekend to support their local rugby teams. We've got a stormer right next to me. We've got some gentlemen who have been talking quite a lot, saying they've got their English bundles on point before the match starts. So, gentlemen, let's talk about the Springboks. This is a team that everyone can relate to. Everyone can see a bit of themselves in this team. And as we've gone along, as in the last 6 years, as champions, we've seen this team literally grab every part of society.
Yes, well, the Springboks are very inclusive. Hence, you are saying that we all can relate to the team. And I believe that this team has the potential to defend the championship. And I just hope that some of our star players come back, like Lukanyo Am and Mapimpi. Hopefully the gentlemen are okay. But I do believe that the Springboks can go back to back. I believe that it is our year again, and because that the All Blacks have already shown some weakness, I believe that our opportunity will be stronger because of that. My biggest concern are the Southern Hemisphere teams, Australia and New Zealand. They have a strong rugby culture. So do we. And I believe that the Boks will win this World Cup again. I do believe that, honestly.
Talk about this team. I'm like, it's a very difficult path to the final. We're playing Scotland, which is really improving greatly. We're playing Ireland, which is the #1 team in the world. And we're likely to have a date with, a lot of people are saying, New Zealand. That's in the quarterfinal stages. It's a very difficult path. Do you believe that we've got the temperament, we've got the know-how? We've lost a very good kicker in Pollard. That's where our points are going to come from. Where do you think our points are going to come from if it's a tight game?
I believe that the match will be won in the forwards. The forwards do the hard work and the backline will finish. As you said, Pollard will be instrumental in giving us those 3 points. And I believe that as long as we keep possession and not give up negligent balls, we keep possession, I believe that our discipline will be the key to our success. As far as Ireland and Scotland, I believe that our biggest concern in this group will be Ireland. I'm not really, humbly I say, I'm not really concerned about our first game, but I do believe Ireland will be our biggest test. And if we can get past them, I believe that our path is much easier. We will face challenges, as you said. New Zealand is still there. New Zealand is always dangerous. I don't care who they play, they're always dangerous. And I believe that Ireland, if we can just beat them, our path will be much better.
You know what? The one thing about the Springboks today, they're not going to be playing in the green and gold. They're expected to play in this jersey. This man has come in the right colours. He's obviously a very patriotic Springbok. He's invested a lot in the Springbok kit. Talk to us about your team. You're part of the Gwijo squad. You're saying the one thing about the Springbok team, it's introduced a phenomenon called Gwijo at Springbok level. Talk to us about that and how these Springboks have embraced another side of society.
Okay, what has actually happened with the Gwijo and the Springbok is that when you sing, the players get much motivation in terms of going forward. And looking at what everyone was writing off the Springbok, it's going to help a lot, given the fact that we'll be in France for the quarterfinal, and then we'll be singing hymns that they know. And at the very same time, now that we know them, they will make sure that they can't disappoint the country. Looking at Sia being grown, looking at Sia being grown from Ezwide, you understand what does it mean to be a Gwijo fanatic from his own perspective. When we sing, when we tuleleni, okanye izolo besixoxa or whatsoever songs, okanye asisoze siqole sibethwe ngamakhwenkwe angaphezulu, that will give them something to say, we've got our own backup, not only in South Africa, but here in the stadium. Meaning that whatever they do, they know and fully understand that everyone is looking up to them. And we are going to make sure of that. And Lena Maibuyi, is South Africa. Siyakolisi, we're looking up to you, brah. And then we're looking at you, all the players that are there. And we're going to sing for you. And we're going to make sure that everything that happens, it happens at a great time, at a good time.
Thank you, sir. As you heard the Liesel, this is a team for everyone, all sorts of society, whether you're ladies, whether you're men, whether you're boys, you're aspiring rugby players or not. This is a team that has managed to galvanize the country before. It's got a history of uniting this country. Let's see how it does starting from today when they kick off against Scotland.